What's up, y'all? Welcome to In Real Life Podcast, where we talk about things that may be happening in your real life. We are your hosts, Erica Dawn,
And Naomi Rose.
and today is episode 5. We are
Oh, we
talking
getting up
about
there.
our exes off limits. So that's gonna encompass a couple of things. So we're talking about exes of a friend, exes of a relative, and it's also going to go into like, let's say somebody you like that doesn't like you, but they like your friend. Are you okay with your friend going ahead and dating that person? I mean, because they don't even really like you anyway, so no harm, no foul, right? But whatever. That's what we're gonna talk about today. So let's get into it. So we had touched on this personally, Naomi and I, as we were getting ready to start talking about doing the show. We were going over topics. Remember we had went to Tin Lizzie's and we had met up,
Yeah.
and we talked about it, and we did have a difference of opinion
Hmm.
as far as like I'm okay with if I like somebody and they don't like me, they like my friend. I'm okay with my friend dating them. But Naomi had a difference of opinion on that. But what we're gonna start on is exes of a relative or friend. Period. We're gonna start with that. Are exes of your friends and relatives off limits to you, sis?
Absolutely off limits. Like most of the time, you're not even going to hear anything good about the person. It probably was not a amicable split. You know what I'm saying? Like most of the time, my friends split with their exes. It was some kind of disagreement, BS behind it, and that's why they're not together anymore. So if I already know you didn't treat my relative or my friend right, why am I going to think that I'm going to be any different? So I look at a person's character as their character, and that's what I think. Like, if they had character flaws while they were dating my friend or my relative, I don't think that they're going to be a good person for me or to me. So I'm good, loves, enjoy. It's plenty of fish in the sea, and you can go swim that way. I'm good.
Go that way.
Yeah, go
Or
that
with the other
way.
feeder fish. Just keep
Over
on
there, over
going that
there.
way. In that aspect, I definitely agree. Um, in no way, shape, or form would I purposely date an ex of a friend or a relative. Um, I have been in a situation where, like, let's say I talked to somebody in like high school, and then later on in life, I had got with somebody, and I didn't know that they knew each other.
Right.
I have definitely been in that type of situation. The dude that I talked to in high school, he wasn't never like my boyfriend, or I don't even think we slept together. Ooh, telling my age, I'm that old where I don't remember what I did when I was
I
16,
can't
17.
really recall that today.
Yeah, we talking about 22, 23, 24 years ago. So I
All
don't
right, sis,
recall.
chill, chill. You
Yeah.
telling our age now, our age, our age.
Sorry, I meant to only tell my age.
Right. Hmm.
But I don't recall doing that. But I remember, I did think he was cute in high school, whatever. We did
Hmm.
talk, and then later on down the line, maybe like 8 or so years, I was talking to somebody else, and come to find out, we knew a lot of people. We had a lot of friends, associates in common
In common.
that I
Yeah.
never knew that he knew until I met him.
Oh,
So
wow.
it wasn't an on purpose type thing where I was like, "Oh, let me talk to his friend," anything like that. I had no clue that they ever even knew each other.
Knew each
But
other.
like I
Yeah.
said, purposely, no, I'm not gonna be like, "Oh, he dated my cousin or my homegirl 5, 6, 8, 10, whatever years ago." and I knew him and he was at Thanksgiving and he came
Right.
to my kid's birthday party and I'm finna date him.
Nah, I'm good, love. And I don't even
No.
know what would like make somebody think like this guy did try to talk to me, and it was the craziest part was so my best friend from middle school, they were boyfriend and girlfriend in middle school. And I know a lot of people don't count stuff like that. Like they'll
Yeah.
be like, oh, we were so young, or that was so long ago. But like for me, loyalty is loyalty. Like it should never have an expiration date. But the craziest part was I remember when they were dating each other in middle school, and I used to think he was the cutest thing in middle school. Oh my
No.
God. I used to think this boy was so cute. He was very musically inclined, he was talented,
Mhm.
played the piano, so that just amped it up for me because if it's musical
Yes,
intelligence, yes,
I
sis is
know.
here for it. And I thought he was the most handsome thing. Girl, do you know this boy grew up and went to prison? And then gonna try to talk to me? I'm good, love, and joy. Like,
You went
nah,
to
I'm okay.
prison?
Yeah, and I was and it was so sad because like so what happened was he found me on social media
Mhm.
and he friended me and I was like I was going to go out with him. Like at first I was like, oh, okay, it's been years later. And me and her hadn't been friends for
Mhm.
a very long time. We had a horrible fallout in high school, like a
Mm.
horrible fallout in
Okay.
high school. So
Okay.
me and her hadn't talked since I was in high school. And so I was like, okay, I might go out with him. But then when baby said he had it, I was like, oh no, I'm okay. I'm
You
okay.
mind
And I
telling me
understand that
what
people
he
can
went to prison for? Do you know? I really don't just say that and don't say the rest. What the hell he went to prison for, sis?
So I'm pretty sure being from where I'm from, the city of the great Baltimore, okay. It probably was something having to do with possession, distribution, firearms,
Mm,
something along that line. Like I didn't really ask it too much. I didn't want to get
mm,
into it because I feel like when they come home from the system, they don't really want to talk about what went
yeah,
on. So,
yeah.
I don't ever press anybody to talk to me about their charges. But I'm pretty sure that's what it might have been. But I just was like, yeah, I'm good. Like that's just not. And I've dated guys before who have been, unfortunately incarcerated or had some kind of charges that won't on their record. But
Oh,
that's when
don't
I
be
was
on the
younger.
next season of Love After Lockup, sis.
Yeah, I was getting ready to say, but that's when I was younger. Like the age I am now, like it's too many things that I'm doing and want to do that I can't deal with that. Like, what you mean you don't have a passport and you can't get one?
Right, right. And you
Where we
can't
gonna
get one.
go?
Not that you only
Right,
don't have one, you can't even get one. Yeah,
right. Like where we gonna go? Like, nah, I'm not
yeah.
going down the street to the corner store to date
Y'all
no
going
more.
to
Like,
the
no.
Virgin Islands in Puerto Rico. That's as far. Or
That's
you
it.
getting on a
That's it.
cruise. That's it.
Right. That's it. That's
You
all you
ain't
can do.
flying nowhere.
So, right, you ain't flying to no other country.
Right.
So, yeah, I mean, and I definitely wish him the best. I haven't seen him on social media in a while. I don't know if he just left. I hope he didn't have to go back or anything.
I was about to say,
But
he got locked back up, sis.
yeah, he might have,
Well,
but it
but it
just
don't
wasn't
even
going to
matter
be
because they be on Facebook too.
that. That's another conversation for another episode. But yeah, like in that situation, I didn't feel bad because, like I said, me and her hadn't been friends since like 11th grade.
Mhm.
Um, and she was somebody I developed a friendship with in middle school. But then I'm sure they probably stopped dating by the time we were even in high school. Like she went
Mhm.
to high school, me he didn't go to our high school because I went to all girl high school. But yeah,
Mhm.
that was just an example. But other than that, like no, if you're somebody who dated my family, no, never gonna happen. Never gonna happen. Because most
I
of the time
think
we done
that
had to pull up on you because me
right.
and my cousins is crazy.
That part. I think that I think also that's okay too. Like, let's say y'all haven't been friends in years,
Yeah,
lost contact, moved out of the state. Like,
right.
I think that's okay. But somebody that I was friends with and I'm still friends with,
Nah. Mm-mm.
mm-mm. I probably don't even like him anyway.
Like I don't even call me. Don't even contact me. Like if you beefing with
That is
them,
so weird. And I wonder
if
what
and
makes
if a
them.
certain person is listening to this, even if you beefing with my friends, don't call or text me. Okay. Thank you. Continue. Sis.
Did you hear that, Mr. Sir?
Don't call or text me
If you
because I'm
listening,
not. My friend is my friend, and that's the only person back I'm getting. Boo boo boo. Okay. Continue.
boop. That's what she said. She said what the hell she said, Mr. Sir. Okay.
Okay.
Now, I think that, like I said, in that instance, it's okay. Y'all haven't talked for a while, stuff like that.
Right.
I am not a man. I know they'll try to hit whatever, even if it's sisters.
Yeah,
Y'all
they
could be
ain't. Lord.
twins and they'll try it. I don't know what makes a man think that that's okay. Well, I'm with, let's say, the sister or the cousin or the friend, and now we're not together, and now I'm gonna try to talk to your relative or your friend like, oh,
And I'm gonna tag you, sis, because it was a letter last week on a radio show that I will not
okay,
mention. But
okay.
basically, the dude had cheated and slept with the sister of the wife, who, they were now divorced. So the husband had an affair with the sister. The whole time, the sister is like listening to her sister complain about him, say
Oh,
she think he's cheating, all this kind of stuff.
and it's you the whole time.
Whole time it's the sister, and now that they got divorced, he lives with the sister and is getting ready to marry her. And I'm like, how you even look your sister in her eye after you do something like this? Like, that's your blood relative. You should never get nobody's back before you get your sister back. You know, and I know sometimes family members go through stuff, but at the end of the day, like that person's an outsider.
They must
That's an
She
outsider.
must really hate her sister to
Got to,
to
got
over
to.
a dude. Now, do you know that did anybody mention any kids
The ex-wife has a son with the
with the
ex-husband.
husband,
So
with the
now the little
ex-husband?
boy, who I think they were saying the letter said he was like 9 years old, is constantly asking his mom like, why does dad live with auntie instead of living with us? And I say, I just say bless her heart that she didn't catch a charge,
So he
because
finna have some sibling cousins.
if they have kids, he will. Yep, crazy.
And that's how y'all be fucking y'all kids up. That little boy gonna need therapy.
Absolutely.
How
Probably
you gonna
already do.
try to explain to a 9-year-old that your daddy is now with your auntie and your
Crazy.
auntie stepmama?
Right.
Auntie
Uh,
stepmama.
that part.
Now you auntie stepmama. Now those
Nah.
that now that's your nephew stepson.
Not
That's your
right.
nephew
And
stepson.
that's why when people always be like, so like why don't you want to like asking me like why don't I want to get married or believe in marriage or whatever? And I'm like, all these stories and all the stuff we hear on a daily basis, like, no, I'm good, dog. Like, there is
I
no way that I'm gonna be sitting here and my cousin is marrying my ex-boyfriend. What? No, everybody got no. I'm gonna act a fool. You don't want me at the ceremony. Ain't gonna be no ceremony. It's gonna be a news story
Oh,
because
it's gonna be
I'm
some
gonna act a
type of
fool.
ceremony.
Yeah,
Maybe
yeah.
not the one you want,
Right.
but
Maybe not wedding, but
it's
funeral,
gonna be one with a
but burial.
processional.
Exactly.
Cop in the front, cop in the back.
Like that's crazy. So yeah, and that's why I'm like, that's because it can cause so much rifts between
And I
you and
don't
the family,
understand
you
why
and the friend.
people are. I believe that in that situation, you are strictly thinking about sex.
Gotta be,
It's
gotta
it's
be.
it's no logic to all the people it affects. Those women's parents,
Right. The whole family,
how
because
could
now
they be
everybody,
feeling?
right,
The
whose
rest of
side
the
they gonna
family.
take?
If that was my family, y'all can't come to nothing.
Nothing. Nope.
Y'all can't come to nothing. Don't come to the door. Don't come to the curb. Don't come to Thanksgiving. Don't come to Christmas. Don't come to Jesus. Don't nothing.
Nothing.
Nothing. Y'all can't come to shit around me. And let me be at somebody's house where they're like, oh, y'all could come. I'm gonna make it so you want to leave.
Exactly. It's gonna get real
Because
ugly
I'm not
real
gonna
quick.
have that around me. I'm not gonna be the one leaving. You gonna leave with that
Right.
bullshit that y'all got. And I'm with you on that marriage thing. I think marriage is a way for people to force people to deal with things because
Mm-hmm.
it's harder to get out of,
Yep.
especially if you don't have a prenup. And also, even if you do have a prenup, it's harder to get out of mentally because
Yeah,
you are so
absolutely.
intermingled and intertwined with this person. Even if you can make a clean break through a prenup, you're like, well, it's always a, well, we have kids, or well, the houses, the cars. Even though you might have all that lined up, you done been mentally intertwined with this person in every aspect, as far as like families, friends, there's so many people and things in common. You'll be like, well, let's try to work, blah, 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 because, you're married.
Yeah.
So I really
Hmm.
think that whole thing is a shit show. And if you want power of attorney or what else is it? Medical proxy and all that stuff, you can easily just go to a lawyer and get
Yeah,
that
you
taken
don't have
care
to get
of.
married, right? You can
Um,
just sign paperwork.
but yeah, you don't have to get married because look at I have to divorce you so you can go marry my sister. What?
Papers would have never got signed, baby. He'd have been looking for
Oh, and
me. Okay.
also I don't. They probably not in this type of state, but there's some states that you can sue mistresses.
Right. Hmm. For breaking up
Girl,
your
I'll be
family.
taking
Yeah,
my
it
sister
is.
to the cleaners. You hear me?
Listen, every dime that come in that household, y'all gonna pay it back to me.
I
Okay.
would be
Run
taking
it.
my
Run
sister to
it.
the damn
Okay.
cleaners over that. Lord have mercy, Jesus. So let's talk about liking someone. So say there's somebody that I like.
Hmm.
They don't like me, but they like you. Personally, I don't care. All right, he like you. You think he cute. He don't like me. It's obviously not gonna work this way. So I'm gonna let you hit, sis. I mean, that doesn't
No,
bother me, but I'm gonna let you say your piece on that.
I don't like it. I don't like it. I just feel like, and I know it's probably a lot of where I came from. Like, my loyalty has to lie with those closest to me. My loyalty has to lie with those I trust the most. And listen, it ain't been one of them out here I done dated this far that I trust with my life before I trust my friends with my life. Okay.
I hear that.
Like, because
I
most of the
hear that.
time it was my friends that was about to have to come bail me out because I almost,
Right,
went over for him.
right,
So
right.
I don't like, to me, I think that would be like rubbing it in my friend's face. That's how I view it. Like, I'm like, oh, he don't like
Even if
her,
she
but he
don't
likes
care,
me.
like even if she
No,
like whatever,
I don't care. My loyalty won't let
I'm
me do
not
it.
finna
Like,
block your
but he probably ain't even a blessing, sis. He probably ain't even a blessing. Like, that's the thing about it. Like, me and you have conversations a lot about dudes. You know what I'm saying? So
blessing. Right.
if you tell me you like a dude and he not giving you no play and he hop in my inbox, like, not only am I not going to talk to him, but I'm like, see, sis, this why I feel you ain't talk to him because look where he at. And everybody know we
And
friends.
that has
Everybody see us
happened,
together.
and that is gonna be the next episode of Inbox Chronicles.
Right. Exactly.
Trying to convince me to talk to you, and you already tried. We already talked about you.
Exactly.
We already talked
So
about you. Trying to
yeah,
convince.
I
Not gonna
don't
happen,
even.
Captain. Not
It's
gonna
not.
happen.
Not.
But like I said, personally, it doesn't. I wouldn't care if they don't like me. They don't like me. Y'all might be made for each other. I mean, who knows? Like it
Like, I
doesn't
look at it the
it
same
doesn't
way
bother
these
me. But
dudes
I
try
I
to.
understand, the part you're talking about loyalty.
Yeah, it's like all these dudes that be trying to tell us, like, oh, well, it's plenty of dudes out here and every dude ain't the same and all of that. And I just feel like it's plenty of dudes out here. Like, I don't need to talk to the one that my friend liked. I don't need to talk to the one that
True.
tried to talk to my friend first and she didn't like him. And now he like, oh, well, since her friend ain't like me, let me try to talk to her. Like, I just don't. I'm good. I'm good. Cause the same way I think that they try to talk to us knowing that we friends. Well, how many other women you trying to talk to? Like, you just trying to hang your
Right.
line out there until somebody bites the bait, and I'm good on that.
Right. Right. Like the dude that I'm talking about. I didn't know that was just this. It- So you didn't look at none of our pictures. We in mad pictures together. So you didn't
Mad
look at
pictures.
our profiles, nothing.
No, mm-mm,
You just
mm-mm.
going
Because I'm
around
just trying
picking
to see
folks. Like what's
who
going
going to jump.
on?
Like, no, I'm
Yeah,
good.
I'm not, down with that. Actually, I don't know. I'm trying to think, do I know of an actual situation where somebody has gotten with somebody else's ex and it
I
I
definitely
don't
don't
I
know
don't
any.
I don't know of one.
Mm-mm,
Yeah.
I definitely
I
don't.
I'm trying to
Like
think
me and
of
my
maybe
cousins, thankfully, we
maybe a
never
celebrity
even dated the
couple.
same kind of guys. Um,
Mm-hmm.
oh, I would one that may have worked out would have been Gloria Govins. Is that how you say her last name? Because you remember she started dating Derek Fisher after her and Matt broke up. Matt Barnes broke up, but I don't know if they're
I
still
didn't
together.
know that. Wait a minute.
Girl, you don't
What?
remember? Because yes, girl, Matt chased him through the house and
So
was
she's
like
I know that she started dating
about to give
Derek
him
Fisher after
at
he
work.
stopped dating Matt Barnes. But who was the friend
But
or the
Matt
or the
didn't
ex?
know. Matt didn't know. Oh, Matt was the ex and Derek was his
Wait, that
coach.
was his coach or his
Yeah,
teammate,
it was
right?
his coach. It was
Right.
his
Okay.
coach. Yeah.
Okay. Right.
hmm So I don't know if she's still dating him, but that was one where she really seemed to be like, in love with Derek. And I guess that's why she wasn't telling Matt. But that's another thing. Like if you're gonna do that, you gotta be
I guess
honest
when you
about
got
it.
money, it's
Because
messy.
maybe, but why you lying? Like what's the point in lying? Just tell a person. Like if you brave enough to deal with to date them after you know that you was dating somebody they know that they work with or their friend, just be brave enough to tell them. Just tell them. It ain't that serious,
Right.
you know.
Right.
But everybody talk big, but they're
But
not
you
ready to live
know,
big.
people usually lie because they feel like how do I say it? You know what's gonna happen if you tell the truth. It ain't
Absolutely.
gonna work out
If
in
the
your favor.
person,
So you rather lie.
yes,
But that only gets you but
exactly.
so far. Because the truth
It's
will
gonna put you in a
always come to
worse
light.
situation. Right. It's gonna put you in a worse situation. I tell people every time people try to lie to me, I
Yep.
might not find out right when they lie to me, but eventually I find out. And by the time I find out, ooh, baby, you gonna get all the smoke because now I'm mad you've been lying for so long. Now we got bigger problems. Like, so just tell the truth. Just be upfront. If you gonna talk to the person, just tell your friend or tell your relative. Don't lie about it. That's the messed up
Mm-mm-mm.
part.
Lord have mercy, Jesus. I tell you.
It make your
Exes
head hurt, don't it, sis?
of exes of friends, relatives, all of that should definitely be off limits. Not only on the woman's part,
hmm
most totally on the man's part. I don't even know why y'all be trying that. I really don't. I really don't because like what does that say about who you are?
And
Like
why
that's
would
just
you
you
want to
you
date
really
somebody? Why you want to date
you
somebody relative who you
really
got kids
want to
with?
go behind folks like that? Like
They don't
really?
care. They
Like
don't care.
it's disgusting. It really is.
People just messy.
But I guess you get what you can get. I don't know.
But I'm good. I'm good. They can have all of that. I'm not interested in any of that. So I don't know, sis. That's why I be in my own little bubble. Oh, there she go.
I'm back. I didn't know if it was just my part or your part or what that was
It was
messing
your
up.
part, sis. I was giving the contact
Oh,
information, everything.
my bad. So I guess when I get back to the to the video, I'll know what the heck y'all was talking about. Cause I got kicked out the studio, y'all.
Dang, sis. They said you ain't talking about you ain't gonna date these exes. We don't like that. And they booted
I
you.
know they didn't like. Yeah, what's up with that? Why? Wait a minute. Why y'all do me like that? I was talking shit. I
Yeah,
was
you
talking
was
too
going
much
there,
shit,
sis. You was
and
going in
y'all didn't
there
like
like
it, so
that.
y'all just kicked me out the studio. And guess what? I'm still gonna post like this.
Oh, we know.
I'm still gonna post the video. I'm still gonna post the audio because this is real life. In real
And shit
life,
happens.
there's Wi-Fi in real life, and sometimes it acts up. Today, it did so,
We getting
and that's
storms in
what it
Georgia
is.
today, so yeah.
I know, right?
We
And
getting rain and
it
shit.
looks sunny behind you, though.
It ain't. It's just the reflection off
Oh, okay. Because I,
the
I was
window.
about to say it's the weather's, I mean, it's not like torrential downpours or nothing like that, but it's a
It's
meh.
been murky all weekend. Yeah,
Yeah,
it's been
it's
murky all
been a
weekend.
meh day in Atlanta today, so that could be part that got me kicked out of the studio. But we say all that to say, sir, ma'am, if you have dated somebody that I know or I am related to, it's not gonna
Don't do it.
happen.
Don't do it.
It's not gonna
Don't
happen.
come by
Even
here.
though I don't oppose dating somebody that my friend likes but doesn't like them and they like me, I'm still not gonna do it on the strength of my friend.
Right.
Because like you said, that loyalty and that friendship means way more. So
Hmm.
I'm just not gonna do it. Y'all, you're gonna have to go find somebody else. I'm not gonna be down with that. And then risk the possibility of losing my friend over you, which guess what? Your ass
Right.
probably ain't gonna last either.
I was gonna say because most of my friends I've had way longer than most of my
Right.
relationships.
I've had friends for 20, 30 years, and I'm on my third nigga in Atlanta. in the last 11 years. So y'all do the math. My friends last way longer than my
Right.
relationship.
Exactly. And
And
I'm
that goes
okay
the
with
same
that.
for even my
I'm
parents.
okay
Like
with that.
my mom has a friend she knows since she was like 5 years old when they moved on the block that she grew up on. And my
Wow.
mom is 61. So they known each other about 56 years.
Yeah.
Definitely a friendship that has outlasted both her marriages.
Hmm. Hmm. And
So
that's the kind of friends you need. And I'm not willing to
yeah.
sacrifice that kind of support from my friends just to date somebody. Like it's not that
Yeah,
serious to me.
no, and it never. I can't speak for other people, but in my experience, it has never seemed to be worth it.
Nah.
Yeah,
Because I'm telling y'all, when the spirit of the ancestors got overtake me and I got, bust him upside his head, my friend gonna come get me from down the lockup. So, that's my friend gotta
exactly,
be there.
exactly. It's
Cause who
not
gonna
it's
come and
not
get me?
no big old boy, so
Yeah. So
you
I'm
know
good.
it is what it is. So y'all looking at this, just know we some loyal heifers, okay? Just just y'all know that,
Loyalty, okay? Loyalty.
okay? Y'all, this has been episode 5. Oh goodness, of In Real Life podcast. We are your host, Erica Dawn.
Naomi Rose.
And tune in next week for episode 6, where we'll be doing another Inbox Chronicles. I told y'all gave us so much content that we can really just keep going with this. Y'all can
Yeah.
follow us on Instagram at in_real_life_podcast. Y'all can email us irlpodcast9@gmail.com. Y'all can see us out in the streets. We're gonna be at the Atlanta Women's Expo. I think it's November
Yeah.
13th, Sunday, November 13th. We're not like presenting or anything like that, but we'll get out there, mix and mingle with some of y'all who own businesses, some of the keynote speakers. We'll be taking videos, taking pictures, all of that stuff, so we can post. Also putting it out there, if you don't know about it, the women out there, it's at Cobb Galleria the weekend of November 12th and 13th. You can look it up on Instagram to get free tickets. Again, follow us on Instagram in_real_life_podcast. Email us irlpodcast9@gmail.com. Tune in next Sunday. We'll see y'all later. Peace out.
Peace.